after me. I will keep the rules. Keep faith with my teammates. Keep my temper. Keep myself fit. Keep a stout heart in defeat. Keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Let's play baseball.
Final game of the night, final game of 4 on day number 2 of the State Class 2A American Legion Baseball Tournament from Jack Williams Stadium in North Fargo. Tonight it is number 9 seed Jamestown, a 12-2 win over Dickinson. They will face the top seed Fargo, Post 2. Post 2, the number 1 seed, 35-10, and they come into this on a lengthy winning streak. They have won 10 in a row altogether with just a couple of losses inside of state AA play. So Wyatt Kozadowski on the mound here in the pitching matchup. We'll have Kozadowski already has a win against Jamestown as these two teams met less than 2 weeks ago at Jack Brown Stadium on July 16th. A pair of resounding wins for Post 2, 11-0 and 13-3. Kozadowski threw a 5-inning, 2-hit shutout, striking out 9. A Game 1 victory on July 16th to the Hill, and Jamestown lineup will go like this. Leading off will be the left fielder Braxton Perkins. Batting second at first base is Bennett Gaynor. Brady Nino batting third in right field. Batting fourth, shortstop Hayden Smith. Brenner Weber batting fifth. He'll catch. Batting sixth, the center fielder Cale Verkey. Batting seventh, designated hitter Jackson Colpin. Batting eighth at second base, Ethan Otley. And batting ninth at third base will be Hudson Rohde. Defensively for Post 2, it is Henry Schrum behind the plate to catch Kozadowski. Around the infield, Caden Nelson at third base. Colby Ebeling at shortstop. Tate Barnacle is at second. And Carson Cheek at first base. In the outfield, Brander Hilbert. In left field, Hunter Geary in center. Jack Joyce in right for Fargo Post 2. Jamestown last night, 11 hits, took advantage of 11 hits, along with 5 walks and a 12-2 win over Dickinson. Scored in all but 1 inning, 6 of 7 innings of batting, as they had 11 hits, 4 players with multiple hits last night, including first 2 batters in the order that Kozadowski will see. Kozadowski gave up just 2 hits in an 11-0 win, as Gaynor and Smith had base hits against him. Meantime for Miller, it'll be his second appearance against Post 2 once he takes to the hill in the bottom of the first. So Perkins will lead things off, 2 for 4 in the tournament, as he had a pair of singles plus a walk, 2 runs scored and 2 runs batted in last night. 7:49 on first pitch and fouled back. So break between games got done right around probably 40 to 45 minutes or so between games, and off and running. And the 0-1, Gaynor drops a bunt down. Barehanded, Kozadowski strike to first and got him, 1 away. That's pitcher's fielding practice. Wyatt Kozadowski passed with flying colors as there's 1 away, and way to barehand that off the grass and throw him out. Well done. 1 away, Bennett Gaynor, 2 for 4. Nearly hit one out last night, as doubled off the left field wall for a double. Was on base 3 times, scored once, and brought 1 home. Inside, got him. Fastball riding up and in, and Gaynor where that one as he goes to first.
Right fielder number 17, Brady Nenow.
Brady Nenow, the batter, 1 for 3. He knocked in a run and also scored 1 last night for Jamestown. So far, this is game 6 of the tournament so far. 6 of, I think it's 18 or 19 we could potentially get to. Little pop-up out to short. And Easy play for Ebling for out number 2. Ran in on his fist and a pop-up.
Cleanup hitter, shortstop, number 8.
And 2 down. And that'll bring up Hayden Smith. Smith, 2 hits, 2 walks last night. Was on base a pair of times. Jamestown scored 12, left 12 on. So that should tell you the volume of base runners that were on last night against Dickinson. To finish the thought, you had lower seeds win last night, 9-8, which is not a huge deal, but lower seeded team won. So far today, we've had 6 beat 3, 7 beat 2, and 5 had 4 down 3 going into the 5th, but Bismarck rallied to win at 5-4. It's a ball to Hayden Smith. Fastball from Kozadowski rides in, and it's now 2-0. See a lot of the shadows, a little bit of sunshine on the left through center field, but good chunk of the field in the shade here as we approach 8 o'clock in North Fargo. 2-0. Foul tip held by catcher Schrum, and it's 2-1. 1 on, 2 down here in the top of the first. Those two 24-3, they outscored Jamestown to win those pair of games back on the 16th of July. Strike of the outside corner, and it's 2-2. It was 3 pitchers combined with Joyce and Beckett Gigstead taking care of the second game at Jack Brown. Fouled away, 2-2 the count. So 3 of the 5 lower seeded teams have won so far, which if you follow this tournament for any number of years, might surprise you but shouldn't shock you. 2-0 the count. Or excuse me, 2-2 with 2 out. Breaking pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. Hung up by home plate umpire James Carroll as Smith is down on strikes, and that'll do it here for Jamestown. Top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 stranded for Jamestown at the top of the first inning. Post 2 to bat in the bottom of the first. Jamestown nothing, and post 2 coming to bat here from Jack Williams Stadium.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Second appearance against post 2 for Jamestown starter Caleb Miller. Back on July 16th, 3 innings pitched into the 4th, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, walked 1 and 1 strikeout. Post 2 an 11-0 win as Schrum will lead things off. He is 4 for 7 with a double and a home run against Jamestown so far this year. As Schrum, Geary, and Kozadowski for Fargo Post 2. 35 wins on the year. They were 16-2 in statewide play. Splitting with Bismarck and West Fargo, both on the road, and swept everybody else. Strike 1. Here to Schrum before a nice crowd. A good crowd for the previous game with 400 in West Fargo. Miller deals, breaking pitch, and a high chopper foul, and 2 strikes. Luke Rustad, 600 plus wins in his career, third base coaching box, and Jonas Sanders at first. Henry Lindstedt, the pitching coach, in the dugout. 2 strikes the count. Miller deals, breaking pitch. It is just inside, 1-2. Game 1 against Jamestown back on the 16th. Schrum had a double and a home run. Knocked in 3, went 4 for 7 in the twin bill. Post 2 at 25 hits in the doubleheader. 2-2. And the delivery is pulled to left towards the corner. It is deep, and one bounce against the fence in left field as Schrum hustling into second. It's a leadoff double. Able to turn on one and out of the reach of left fielder Perkins. Good start for post 2, and that will bring up Hunter Geary, the center fielder. Will have a runner for the catcher Schrum, as running will be number 5, Beckett Gigstad.
Running for post 2, number 5, Beckett Gigstad.
So Gigstad at second for Schrum.
Center fielder number 4, Hunter Geary.
Geary 3 for 5 against Jamestown with 3 runs batted in. One thing that Post 2 did in both those games against Jamestown, first inning runs, 3 in game 1, 2 in the nightcap. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Geary, Fargo South grad. One strike pitch is up high, 1-1 the count. Chance for post 2 to host to get the number 1 seed. They look to try and win state title. Last time they won one was in Dickinson 3 years ago. In the air to left field. As ranging over is Perkins into the sun, makes the catch. And there's out number 1. That'll bring up Kozadowski.
Number 1, Wyatt Kozadowski.
Kozadowski, 3 for 6 against Jamestown with a double and an RBI. Kozadowski, a Davies grad, along with being excellent baseball player, pretty good on the wrestling mat as well for Davies. As Miller to the belt and to the plate. That one knocked down by catcher Brenner Weber. Weber behind the plate. Rhodey at third, Smith at shortstop, Otley at second, and Bennett Kaner at first. Perkins in left field, Cale Verkey in center, Brady Nenow in right, your defensive alignment for the Jamestown Eagles. The 1-0 is a called strike. Umpires James Carroll calling balls and strikes. Mike Lucasen is at third, Dave Klunt at first base, and is now stationed near second. Here's the 1-1. Bouncing ball up the middle and mishandled behind first, and the throw not in time as Smith couldn't get to it cleanly. And it will be an error. Reaching on the air will be Kozadowski, so runners on the corners with one out.
Your attention, please. Courtesy running.
The courtesy runner,
To number 8, Evan Felber.
Evan Felber, to run
Now batting.
as the courtesy runner for
Third baseman.
Kozadowski. Get a look at Felber. Caden Nelson, third baseman, to the plate. Nelson entering his senior year of high school with Fargo South, and first pitch of ball, it's 1-0 the count. Nelson did not play this time around against Jamestown. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. Sheik on deck is talked earlier about getting runs early on. Post 2 was able to do that both times against Jamestown and add on and win handily both times. Swing and a foul at the plate. Just got a piece of it. And it's now 2-1 with Gigstad at third and Felber at first. Perkins has to deal with what's left of the sun as he's camped out in left field. A drive hit into right center field over into the alley. Running catch made by Verke. Runner will tag. And Gigstad scores. Sacrifice fly. Nelson gets it done. Post 2 has a 1-0 lead.
First baseman number 23, Carson Sheik.
Carson Sheik, number 5 batter in the lineup. First baseman wears number 23. Sheik 1 for 6 against Jamestown. 1 run batted in and a pair of runs scored. Winner of this game plays the Bismarck Governors in a winner's bracket game Thursday afternoon. Be game 2 approximately 1:30. Ball 1 inside. The loser of this game will slide down to a loser out game at 7 tomorrow night versus the winner of the 1:30 game, which pits the Williston Keybirds and the Minot Vistas. The Elimination Wednesday, if you want to call it that, 2-0 the count, because it'll be loser out games for all 4 games tomorrow. So far, Grand Forks, Post 400, and Bismarck, no, they got a day off. They will not play again until early Thursday. 2-0 the count. And Sheik takes it off the plate, 3-0. Going to see if he could get one to turn and burn on. 3-0. 1 in. And a runner at first with 2 down. Strike makes it 3-1. Runner goes, and that one spun foul behind home plate as Felber had a very good jump, got a running start, 3-2, and he'll get to do it again as 3-2 out. Will be on the move ASAP. Runner goes, fouled away. We'll try it again as pitch number 7 of this plate appearance.
And just a reminder,
And it is
folks,
3-2.
return to the concessions for a nice cold treat.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And time call. Runner goes and pulled foul. Luke Rusted didn't elect to feel that. He just ducked his head and let that one sail by him. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Meantime, Felber's getting a workout over there. Going from first to second. Off he goes again. And low ball 4. Walk to Sheik and
Right fielder, number
2 on,
16,
2 out for
Jack
post 2
Joyce.
for Jack Joyce, the right fielder. Joyce 1 for 1 with a triple against Jamestown earlier in the season with 2 runs batted in. An RBI chance here as runners at first and second. Fouled away, strike 1. Open stance for Joyce. As a little cat and mouse game between pitcher and hitter so far, as Miller north of 20 pitches so far here in this first inning. Delivery low. Nice job by Weber. A busy night last night. Really excellent pitching outing through all the offense Jamestown had last night of their win over Dickinson. Cody Bush, 6 innings in relief, 2 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and through 84 pitches. 2-to-1 strike to ball ratio. In the dirt, it's 2-1. He got through bases loaded jams in a couple of innings and honestly got better as he went along. He had plenty of run support to work with, but really did finish with a flourish. 2-1, and on his hands and pulled foul, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Opposed to the top on down, you see that through the teams like the Jets and the Bombers, but approach so good. They foul off a number of pitches, they work counts, really have a good disciplined approach at the plate. 2-2. Upstairs, full count, so traveling time again for the base runners here with 2 down. With Tate Barnacle on deck. Runners take off. Little looper, center field, coming on Verkey, still coming in. And Cale Verkey, the catch on the side, is retired. Post 2, 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 error as well. They strand a pair after 1. Post 2, a 1-0 lead over Jamestown here in the State AA Legion Tournament. Back in a moment.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Can you hear it? It's heritage. Can you feel it? It's transformation. Can you see it? It's a new kind of horizon. Your brightest moment is right now. North Dakota State University. See how far your horizons will go.
Zadowski, 10 pitches is all he needed in the first inning to set down Jamestown, as he will face Brenner Weber, Cale Verkey, and Jackson Colpin to begin top of inning number 2 from Jack Williams Stadium. A warm night, but great night for baseball. Is good crowd lined up throughout the yard here, as Brenner Weber leads things off against the right-hander. And tardy in a fastball, 1 strike. Weber 2 for 4, including a double, 2 runs batted in their win over the Dickinson Rough Riders. Here's the 0-1. Foul, 2 strikes, and talked about with the teams that lost last night had today off, and of course it had to be 2 teams that are a long ways away from home, are staying in hotels, and what do you do to entertain them all day long? Probably find a spot to get maybe some swings and maybe a little practice in, but it's a lot of time to kill to get you to tomorrow. Try and keep your seasons alive. 1-2 the count. With Kozadowski, wastes no time, and his delivery is quick and compact to plate. Upstairs again, 2-2. 2-2 delivery is yanked foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weber is 0 for 4 against Post 2 pitching so far this summer. Strike 3, got him looking. Under high fastball, and strikeout number 2 for Wyatt Kozadowski. And there is one away here at the top of the second for Cale Verke. 1 for 2, a walk, 2 runs scored last night, and just about everybody in the lineup contributed in some way. Bush did not get a hit, but he did reach twice via bases on balls as Verke digs in. 0 for 1 of the season against Post 2. Up and in with a fastball and ball 1. Well, pitch. It is a strike. It's almost a tournament of this length. You stretch it out from Monday to Saturday and kind of have the act one with games last night and today. 1-1 delivery. It's up and in. Ball 2. 2-1. And there's act 2 when the finality starts to come in for some of these teams. Like tomorrow, you lose and summer's over for you. 2-1, fastball, good one, in his hands as well, and swing and a miss in 2-2, and then you get in Thursday. Winners bracket games also important to try and get you to kind of the money game on Friday, 2-2. It is, just off the plate. Kozadowski thought he had strike 3, and he was not the only one that shared that thought, and then a full count. Payout pitch, sharply hit, out to second. Gobbled up by Barnacle. On to first round number 2.
Designated hitter number 18, Jackson Colpin.
There's Colpin, Jackson Colpin, the designated hitter. Will make his first at-bat here of this 2026 State AA tournament. Another state tournament starting later in the week for Legion Baseball in North Dakota. Fargo Jets will leave tomorrow for the trip cross state to Williston. They'll have game 2 on Thursday against the Bismarck Senators. A lot of return teams in that field. And the B tournament down in Lisbon at Sandiger Ballpark starts on Friday. That'll go Friday through Monday and potentially Tuesday if it goes to a second title game. This one over the head of Schrum to the screen and say 1-1 count. Central Plains tournament will start in Mandan next Thursday. They'll go Thursday through Sunday. Off the plate, 2-1. I believe it's 3 games, and they do start early in the morning, maybe around 9:30. I'll have to take a peek at the bracket again, but 3 games Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Championship Saturday. Potential for a second game. 2-2 the count. Two, breaking pitch, and a beauty. Strike 3. A couple of strikeouts for Kozadowski and a very impressive 1-2-3 top of the second as he has set down 6 of the first 7 batters that he has faced. Nothing across for Jamestown at the top of the second. Post 2 leads 1-0 after an inning and a half.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
for Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
Tate Barnacle will lead things off. It is the bottom third of the post-2 order to face Miller, who had 28 first-inning pitches. Kozadowski through 2 is at 27. Barnacle, Hilmert, and Ebling. Now back by Barnacle and evens the count at 1 apiece. Well, both these teams were 0-2 in last year's state tournament. Jamestown, tough losses in the opening day of play, 4-3 to Williston, and were eliminated 2 days later by Minot, 4-2. 2-1 the count, and those two is the 1 seed, upset by Mandan, and then eliminated by Minot, 3-2. 2-1 in the pitch, but that's in the past. Swing and a miss, 2 balls, 2 strikes the count, and again, the goal to get that number 1 seed when you're on your home turf, and they took care of that. Really 2 full games and had tiebreaker over West Fargo, so it was almost 3-game edge with tiebreaker. Full count now, 3-2 to Barnacle. Barnacle 1 for 4, 4 runs batted in, including a sacrifice fly so far against Jamestown this season. 3-2, high tapper. Out to short, Smith waits, fires, and guns him down for out number 1.
Left fielder number 14, Brander Hilmert.
We'll bring up Hilmert. Hilmert left field wears number 14 as first pitch to him is in for a strike, 0-1. Hilmert 4 for 7 against Jamestown with 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. Miller rocks and fires, swing and a miss. Quickly ahead at 2 strikes. Two delivery, ground ball wide of third and foul, still 0-2. Miller, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He's going to be pitch to contact guy at Jamestown. Two delivery, trying to get him to chase. Spike that one into the dirt. Weber knocks it down, 1-2. Look at those corner outfielders in left and in right. 1-2 pitch. Making pitch. And rung up for strike 3. Got him to chase on, or try to get him to chase on 0-2 and inner half of the plate. That's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 down, Colby Ebling. Number 9 batter at shortstop. Ebling 3 for 6 against Jamestown with a run batted in. Breaking pitch and strike 1. The time used as breaking pitches is out pitch and to try and get ahead. Here's the 0-1. Tap foul. And quickly 0-2. So as far as just getting ahead with strikes, he's done a much better job here in this inning. As Miller is out of the count at 0-2. The delivery popped up, foul. See if there is room, and it is caught. Foul territory, as his job to chase that down was Bennett Gaynor in foul ground, makes the catch. And the side is retired. Nice foul ball catch. And 1-2-3, bottom of the second inning. So a nice efficient inning there for Miller as he set down 4 in a row. He is at 42 pitches through 2 innings of work. As Post 2 down in order. 2 in the books here at Jack Williams Stadium. Post 2 leading 1-0 State Class AA Legion Baseball Tournament.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings. With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
One nothing game is Jamestown to the plate in top of inning number 3. Ethan Otley to lead things off. Otley 0 for 3. 2 runs scored and a run batted in last night against Dickinson. Otley, Rohde, and Perkins for the Eagles. First pitch fouled away as see if there's room down the right field line. No, it's out of play, landing in the home team bullpen. And strike 1. Pitch 29 here for Kozadowski as he works in the 3rd inning. Off the plate, 1-1. All these games via the Fargo Post 2 Baseball YouTube page presented by Walker Mowers. Strike, and it is a 1-2 count. A lot of support to make this tournament possible. So far, so good here at Jack Williams. 1-2, fouled back. Some entertaining baseball today. We've seen 2 lower-seeded teams stay in the winner's bracket, starting with Grand Forks this morning, and Fargo Post 400 is the 7 seed, a 4-1 win. Game prior to this one, defeating 2-seeded West Fargo, putting the Patriots in a elimination game tomorrow. Emergency hack there, able to stay alive in 1-2. The Patriots will play at 4:30 versus the winner of Mandan and Dickinson, which will start play tomorrow at 11 a.m. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, and that'll cost him. Strike 3.
Third baseman number 3.
4 strikeouts for Wyatt Kozadowski. He has fanned 4 of the last 5 hitters. Hudson Rohde sliding down a notch to the number 9 spot of the batting order. 1 for 3 against Dickinson last night. First pitch to Rohde is low for a ball, 1-0. No delivery, good for a strike, and it is a 1-1 count as Jamestown talked last night. Last finals appearance was 2022. There's a called strike and 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Last time they faced Post 2 in the state tournament was winner's bracket game in West Fargo. Jamestown victorious, fouled out of play. And 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. It was their year to make a run. Jamestown has won 7 state championships, but it's been a while. They got to go back to 1998. Last time that they won the title, beat Bismarck that year in extra innings. Fly ball center field. Actually, will be back of second. And shortstop Ebling makes the grab. There's 2 down. And Rhodey retired on the pop-up, 2 away. Top of the order, and Braxton Perkins.
Top of the order, left fielder, number 13, Braxton Perkins.
I'm going to come back to Kozadowski in his first at bat. Bismarck Governors await the winner of this game Thursday afternoon, about 1:30. Perkins a swing and a miss and strike 1. One delivery. It is low and away, 1-1. 29 state titles for Fargo Post 2. Far and away the most in Double-A. 2-1. They have won 6 since 2015. 2-1 the count. Bismarck is next up with 12, although it's been over a decade since the Governors were champs. 2-1 delivery. Good fastball there. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now to Braxton Perkins. 2 for 5 so far in this 26 state tournament. 2-2 out to short, deep short. Ebling had it, lost it, picks it up, and reaching will be at first base. Reaching will be Perkins. I think they'll give him a base hit on that.
First baseman, number 5, Bennett Gaynor.
We'll bring up Gaynor as a base hit. That's Jamestown's first. As Gaynor to the plate, hit by a pitch in his first appearance. It's going to be a tough play, even if he backhands that cleanly, and then a bobble later as that pitch bounces away. And a good read by Perkins. He gets to second. And a 1-ball count. So all of a sudden, Jamestown gets the tying run into scoring position sooner rather than later. And Gaynor, a guy that can handle the bat extremely well, a guy with some extra base power. Up there against Kozadowski with 2 out in this top of the 3rd inning. Set 1-0. Flipped foul out of play, and it's a ball and a strike. Last night, a lot of base runners on against 5 different pitchers against Dickinson. This will be a different story this evening. You're going up in weight class, maybe a couple. 1-1. Kozadowski deals. Pick on play back at second base. Ball gets away, and Ebling backs it up. Out in shallow center field. 2-1 the count. Geary there to back up in center field likewise as the outfield straight away and medium deep throughout. Two and one. Two balls, one strike. The delivery is just off the plate, and it is 3-1. Jamestown made state finals in 2 different classes. 2021, they were in the middle division, they hosted the tournament that year at state, lost to Wahpeton. 3-1 on the delivery, ball 4. Kozadowski, first bases on balls of the evening, first and second for Jamestown. That'll bring up Brady Nenow.
Right fielder number 17, Brady Nenow.
Well, the stretch where Wahpeton won 3 of 4 Class A titles. They went back-to-back in 23 and 24, but Jamestown back to 2A the following year. Nino popped to short in his first plate appearance. 1 for 4 here at State. And a chance here for Jamestown. Out toward short and caught by Ebeling, and that'll end the inning. Soft line drive. Running grab, and the side is retired. 1 hit. No runs, no errors, and 2 left on in the top of the 3rd inning. As Wyatt Kozadowski stands at 50. It was a 23 pitch. Top of the 3rd inning. 2.5 in the books. It remains post 2-1. Jamestown nothing. Jack Williams Stadium. We're back with more after this.
If you're looking for a car or a truck and you don't know where to go, Luther Family Ford's a place where prices are so low. Honesty, integrity are what we stand for. Lowest prices every day is what we have in store. Our sales and service is the best, you'll know it ain't no lie. Just come on down to Luther Family Ford and you'll see why.
Just off I-29 and 32nd Avenue. See you there.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Post 2 brings up the top of the order, bottom of the 3rd, and a 1-0 lead for top seed Fargo Post 2. Schrum doubled to left, scored on sacrifice fly. Actually, Gigstead, courtesy running for him, came across. And it's ball 1. Schrum, Gary, and Kozadowski for top seeded Fargo Post 2. 1-0 delivery. Strike makes it 1-1. Down in Nebraska early in the season for tournament play there. Won the Jim Peterson FM invite. They beat Bismarck in the final. Here's the 1-1. High, 2-1 the count. Always trying to find best competition that they can get outside of statewide play. And they've been able to do that. 2-1. It is just off the plate. 3-1 the count. Beat Bismarck in the final back in late June, 6-2. Governors could be their opponent Thursday if they win this one tonight. All 4. And it's a leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Here is Geary and a courtesy runner. It'll be Gigstead again to run it first. Geary flying to left at his first at bat. It's Geary digs in, set. Decent lead off of first. That is pulled to left towards the corner. Over is Gaynor, and he'll make the catch right at the line for number 1. Geary just missed it, has hit it well, but Gaynor able to flag it down for the first out. And that'll bring up Kozadowski. Five out of the last 6 batters that Miller has retired here as Kozadowski reached on an air charge to shortstop Smith in his first plate appearance. And the pitch. This is down and in for ball 1. Kozadowski, 3 for 7 against Jamestown this year. Set of the pitch. Just missed off the plate, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Time called is a little bit of a cat and mouse game there with Miller and the batter Kozadowski. 2-0. See if he gets something to try and drive here. He does not. Up and in, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Be fun to see Mandan host the Central Plains tournament. Nice ballpark out there and be a good host. 3-0. It is ball 4, I believe. Yes, ball 4. So a couple of walks and 2 on and 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and a mound visit is upcoming. But schedule of that Central Plains tournament, they'll have 3 games on August 6th, games at 11, 1:30, and 4:30, and then Friday the 7th, they'll go 9:30, noon, and 3:30. The North Dakota champ will play game 2 on the 6th, approximately 1:30 p.m. Saturday the 8th, 3 games, 9:30, noon, and 3:30. They do try to, I'll say, stagger the start times, but it's not really a rolling schedule. They do try to keep those starts hard starts if possible. And championship is set for Sunday the 9th at 11 a.m. And if there's a need for a second title game, 1:30, because there are some scenarios where you might have that final day where there's 2 teams standing or 3. So that's the Central Plains Regional Tournament, BNC National Bank Field, hosted by Mandan Post 40. And that is the goal for these teams, to try and get to that point. Cade Nelson, sacrifice fly to center, has brought home the only run of the game so far. And RBI chance, 2 on, 1 out, up the middle. And that is booted by the shortstop Smith. That goes into center field. And will score Gigstead. To third goes Kozadowski, and it's now a 2-0 game. That crawled up the arm and shoulder of Smith and into center field. It's an error in a 2-0 game now. And that will bring up Carson Sheik. That's actually Felber again at third. So Nelson reaches via an error. And Sheik to the plate. So runners on the corners, and nearly caught Cade Nelson leaning over there, and he's back in. Sheik walked in his first plate appearance, so 1 in and a chance to perhaps add on. Making pitch knocked down by Weber. Well, he spun himself around trying to, he knew that ball was somewhere. It was right between his spikes. 1 ball to count. Okay, they did call a strike on that. So, yep, 0-1. 1 strike to count, says plate umpire James Carroll. Here's the 0-1. Runner from first will go. They will throw through. And a stolen base for Nelson. As Smith, the shortstop, had to play that like a hockey goalie, just trying to cradle it to the logo. And it's now 1-1 the count here to Carson Sheik. So, only a chance for post 2. They got 1 and had a chance for more, but Miller able to work through it. And same opportunity here. 2 in scoring position and 1 down now. And a 1-1 count. Miller deals. Good fastball there away from the hitter. Swing and a miss. And a ball and 2 strikes the count. Infield playing back, as you can see, for Jamestown. 1-2 pitch up the middle, base hit, center field. 1 run will score. Nelson rounding third. He'll be waved in by Luke Rusted and scores. Beats the throw to the plate. It's a 2-run single and a 4-0 post 2 lead. Looked like he got a hanger that time and right back up the middle. And a 4-0 post 2 lead. That'll bring up Joyce. Flying to center in his first at bat. First pitch in the dirt and got away from catcher Weber and on to second. Sheik will advance on the wild pitch. So it's like that runner back into scoring position, as so far was the first hit of the inning. 2 walks and an error prior to it, and has led to a, so far, 3-run bottom of the third inning here for top seed post 2. That is flipped to right. That is in for a base hit. As rounding third, they will send the runner home as the ball gets away in right field. At second, holding up there will be Joyce. Sheik scoring a single, second of the year, and it's a 5-0 lead here in the last of the third. Single, error 9. I think initially Luke Rusta was going to hold Carson Sheik, but once ball getting away from Nino in right field, not the windmill around. So 5-0 your score. And Joyce will trade spots with Sheik. That'll bring up Barnacle. Set the delivery. That one gets away from Weber. A pass ball. It looked like it went off his mitt, and to third goes Joyce. Again, post 2, kind of taking, kind of waiting for some opportunities, and then pouncing. And that's a sign of great programs, that they don't overdo it. Sometimes you just let the game come to you and then take care of business. It's now 2-0 to Barnacle. You don't overthink, oversimplify it, or don't overdo it. Sometimes just let the game come to you. They have done that here in this third inning. Miller delivers a strike, and how at the point in the game where he got into trouble was really the fourth inning against those 2 earlier in the season. Fouled away as he pitched into the fourth before he was taken out of the game. As a 5-run fourth inning, game 2 of that twin bill at Jack Brown Stadium turned into an 11-0 victory. 2-2 the count. Set for Miller, up the middle, base hit, center field. Right off the box, that'll score Joyce. Barnacle, an RBI single. It's a 6-0 game. 3 straight hits, and we have a pitching change coming here, and just looking back at it, it was a 2-strike hit from Nelson. And that was a 2-strike pitch there as well. So we do have a pitching change coming, as in for Jamestown, it's going to be Cale Bakken. Looks that will be the new pitcher. So that'll be it for Miller, as he is lifted here after 2 1/3 innings. So Cale Bakken on to pitch here for Jamestown. So 64 pitches was the final number for Miller.
Caleb Miller pitch count 64.
4 hits. So far 6 runs. He's on the hook for the runner at first. 3 walks and 1 strikeout. So Bakken gets the call for Jamestown. Pitching change and a break in the action. So far 5 in the last of the third. It is a 6-0 post 2 lead. Back in a moment.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
Well, 6-0 game is Bakken now pitching as, see if they have, well, we're DHing Kolpin for Miller, so I think everything else should remain the same defensively here for Jamestown. As Bakken finishing up his warm-up tosses, it'll be his first appearance this year against Post 2. As Brander Hilbert trying to keep the line moving. 3 straight hits, 2 of them on 2 strikes for Post 2. As Hilbert struck out looking in his first at bat. Bakken hasn't pitched for a while, just trying to go back here in recent games as the delivery is inside for ball 1. Gone back into at least first weekend of July and not ending the pitching box scores. So it's been a while, and his job to try and clean things up here in the 3rd inning is so far 2 walks, an error, actually a pair of errors, and 3 consecutive singles. Has equaled 5 to this point. It's 1-0. And ball 2. Loser of this game plays tomorrow night at 7. They'll get either Williston or Minot. Games earlier today. Frustrating loss for Minot at a 4-1 lead early. The Bismarck Governors 4 in the last of the 5th and hung on for a 5-4 victory. And the pitch on the way. Just inside again. It's 3-0. Modest lead for Barnacle at first base. Called strike taking all the way. And Hilbert, the 8th batter of the inning. Now a 3-1 count. Ebling on deck. Three-one pitch is popped up. First base side. And it is a foul ball catch. Able to catch that foul ground was Gator on the pop-up. And 2 away. That'll bring up Ebling.
Shortstop, number 6, Colby Ebling.
Foul popped to first in his first plate appearance. Can't close up the line on Miller yet, as Barnacle, it's his responsibility at first base. Outfield straight away, a little bit deeper in left, as you can see, compared to Nino and right. Ball 1 inside, and it is 1-0. Set, and the pitch on the way is low. 2-0 the count. And 4 games tomorrow begin at 11 a.m. You can check out all the games. Fargo Post 2 Baseball YouTube page. And each game there for you to tune in all the action. 2-0 count. There's a strike, 2-1. $18 games for sure, one more if necessary. As 3 games Friday. Play will start at 1:30. The championship is at noon, with the second one, if needed, 2:30. Half swing. It'll cost the batter Ebling 2-2. Noon could be the championship. If necessary, a second title game would be right after that, approximately 2:30. A lot of baseball to get through in a week, but this has been kind of Legion-wise, statewide, probably the showcase tournament. 2-2. Bakken deals. Had the plate, but missed high. 3-2. Traveling time for Barnacle with 2 down. Watch him go. Off he goes. 3-2. Pulled to left and foul into the left field corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. That stays fair. That's perhaps trouble. 3-2. 9th batter of the inning here with Ebling at the plate. Runners off, and that one pulled foul. That's about all he's going to do with that, is that pitch rode inside, and all he can really do is yank that foul. If you try to steer it, you'll jam yourself. 3-2 once more. Should be at least 8 pitches into this plate appearance. You're in a long bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner goes to left again and pulled foul again. 3-2. Whoever was chasing down that foul ball was still in foul territory, was getting the first one, and the stayed put. There was another one coming his way. We'll do it once more. 3 balls, 2 strikes. There goes the runner. He changed it up. Foul off to the right in 3-2. Pitch number 10 of this plate appearance here to the 9-batter Ebling. And the payoff. Into the air to left. Hit fairly well, but playable, as it is hauled in by Perkins in left field, and that will retire the side, but a crooked number. A 5-run inning for Post 2. 5 runs in the inning on 3 hits, pair of errors, and 1 left on. New score after 3. Post 2 in control, the 6-0 lead here from the State Class AA Legion Baseball Tournament.
I thought leadership meant running meetings or giving speeches. But there are so many different moments that create a leader. Lead your own way, in ways big and small. At the University of North Dakota.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
6 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Fargo Post 2. No runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors. Miller 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs. 3 of them earned, 3 walks and a strikeout, 64 pitches while he was in there. Hayden Smith will lead things off for Jamestown. Smith, Brenner Weber, and Cale Verke. Smith striking out in his first at-bat. Wyatt Kozadowski. 3 sharp innings, 4 strikeouts. He's hit a batter and walked a batter. As he starts the 4th. First pitch swinging. Out to short. Ebling on the run. Fires and got him. Nice play. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 4th.
Catcher number 4, Brenner Weber.
We'll bring up Weber, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. As usual, they've defended Jack Williams Stadium well. Did not lose a home game, at least in Class AA play. The 2 losses were on the road at West Fargo, splitting with the Patriots, likewise with the Governors. All 1 to Weber. Strike call, 1-1. One pitch. It is a called strike, 1-2. So you'll have the 3 seed Mandan fighting for their season here at State. They guaranteed at least a couple of games as the host team for the Central Plains Regionals. So 2-2 the count, but you sure want to have a good showing in the state tournament. Seen that for the host of the Central Plains, West Fargo, winning the state title, even though they were the host team for the Central Plains Regional. In the air, left center field. Hit well, but playable, and making the catch. He's got his feet crossed up out there, slipping, but catching was Hilmert. And 2 down. Post 400 was the runner-up last year at State, and they were the hosts. They were the team in the driver's seat, and West Fargo beat them twice. So 2 down for Cale Verke, grounded a second in his last plate appearance. Called strike, and it's 0-1. Kozadowski's had just 1-1-2-3 inning to this point. That was in the 2nd. He hit batter in the 1st inning, and then infield hit on a walk in the 2nd. Interesting how things have changed. Jamestown had tying and go-ahead runs on just an inning ago, and they got out of that. Did Kozadowski in post 2 and went to work. 5 runs, and all of a sudden it's pretty comfortable environment here for the home team at 6-0. 2-1, fastball misses up and in. A lot of times that's all it takes, and there's momentum in this game. Called strike. A lot of times your pitching can dictate that, but sometimes just from half inning to half inning, as you can see, where you get a big out, big play in the field, big inning on offense, that can sway things one direction or the other. 2-2, Deuces Wild here in the 4th, as that one just nearly clipped Verke in a full count, 3-2 now. As Kozadowski, 4 strikeouts through so far 3 2/3 innings of work. Payout pitch in the air, left center field over, and catching is Geary, ranging over into left center. And a 1-2-3, top of the 4th inning. Nothing across for Jamestown in their half of the 4th inning through 3 1/2. It remains 6-0 post 2 here in the State Class AA Legion Baseball Tournament.
There are times in life when being aggressive is necessary. It can help you win the game. Being assertive can help you close the deal. Charging ahead can help you overcome obstacles. But when it comes to driving, being aggressive can be deadly. Speeding, tailgating, and cutting off other drivers can cause crashes and put lives at risk. Always drive responsibly and never aggressively. Remember, speeding catches up with you.
Post 2 in control here, a 6-0 advantage. This will be the top of the order for Post 2. Everybody got a chance to hit for the home team in the last of the third.
Leading off to catcher number 12, Henry Schrum.
Henry Schrum continuing his hot hitting against Jamestown. A double and a walk. Now 5 hits. 5 for 8. And 3 of those hits, extra base hits. Schrum, Gary, and Kozadowski to face Bakken here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Blown away, ball 1 to Schrum. Those two finished statewide play as they swept their crosstown rival Fargo Post 400 here last Thursday. That bounces up to the plate. It is a 2-0 count. 1 in extras in the bottom of the 8th inning. Sam Chase at the game-winning sacrifice fly. They took care of it in a 6-1 game. And called strike. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. He used 4 different pitchers. Actually, Kozadowski fanned the side. Finish up game 2 and that win over the Stars. It's 2-1. Popped up right side. As drifting out into shallow right, out the outfield grass. It is Ethan Otley, the catch for out number 1.
Center fielder number 4, Hunter Geary.
That'll bring up Geary. On a 2 fly balls to left field. Geary had 2 hits in that game 2 victory over Post 400 last Thursday, bringing home a pair of runs. Top the order, combined to go 5 for 9 in game 2 against the Stars. Foul up over our heads and out of play, strike 1. Set and the delivery. That's a ground ball, and that will sneak through. It's in the hole, and a 1-out single for Geary. Went through past Rohde and Smith on the left side. And a 1-out single. Hit number 5 now for Post 2. That's Kozadowski 0 for 1. Reaching on an error in the first, walked in the second. So Geary, along with Sheik, Joyce, and Barnacle with singles, Schrum a double. As with 1 out, Kozadowski steps in, and the delivery. One gets away. And on to second. Wild pitch will go Geary. Again, Post 2 taking what the opposition is offering now, is get a runner at second base again and get to the middle of the order, and really was the guys that got the table set, and they cleaned it off in that 5-run third. 1-0. And low and away, 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch is hit high in the air to left field. Did he get it? Deep back, and there it goes. A two-run shot for Wyatt Kozadowski, and no doubt about it, it's an 8-1 game. Got a 2-0 hit me fastball, and he did not miss it at all. A two-run shot, and that was a missile. 8-0 your score here in the fourth.
Number 13, third baseman, Caden Nelson.
I'm going to bring up Caden Nelson, so Kozadowski joining fellow Davies Eagle Gus Wermeyer, who pulls 400 with home runs today, as Nelson, sacrifice fly, is reached on an error. And that one to straightaway left, and a no-doubter. Ball one to Nelson. And the delivery is in the dirt, 2-0 the count. I'm sure Post 2 thinking that got the lead to 8-0. Things right now look like they're in pretty good control, trying to see if they can tack on some more and maybe get that run rule into effect and perhaps finish this one early. Trying to restart things here in the fourth. Bakken delivers, popped up. Foul territory as that one will sail out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. What a good 10 hours worth of baseball so far. Day number 2 of this AA State American Legion Baseball Tournament. And 3-1 the count here to Caden Nelson. Not much wind. That American flag is still as could be beyond center field. Slowly hit, and that one will bleed on through into left field. Rhodey tried to field it, couldn't get to it, and past Smith. And a one-out base runner. They will charge that as an error on the third baseman.
First baseman, number 23, Carson Sheep.
So an error charge to Rhodey will be the 4th miscue of the night for Jamestown, and that will bring up Carson Sheik. Yet to be retired. 2 singles and a walk. Singled home 2 was one of the big hits of the 5-run third inning. Set, Bakken delivers, and a foul at the plate. Check swing, and Sheik got a piece of it for strike 1. One delivery popped up. Straight up the chute. Who would like it? It'll be shortstop Smith to make the catch. And 2 away here in the last of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Jack Joyce.
Right fielder number 16, Jack Joyce.
Joyce 1 for 2, singled. Took second on an error. Charged to Nino in right field. came home on a Tate Barnacle single. So runner at first. See the runner, the lead, rather modest over at first base. Walking deals, and ball one up high. Verkey a few steps into right center field. Play Joyce on the pull side as the 1-0 pitch smothered nicely by catcher Weber, and it's a 2-0 count. Hitters count, see if Joyce gets something he can turn on here at 2-0. And time was called. I believe no pitch. So it should stay put at 2 balls, no strikes. Delivery in the air to center. Coming on, Verkey still hustling. Will have to play up on it. It's a base hit. Taking for third. Throw to third. Not held. And on to second. Taking second. On the throw will be Joyce. Throw was on target, but Rhodey couldn't handle it cleanly. And had a chance perhaps at third base. Joyce's second hit. And all of a sudden, post 2. Puts 2 in scoring position for Barnacle. Barnacle an RBI single last inning. He is 1 for 2, and he has another run batted in chance here with 2 runners on. Seven hits now for post 2 with 3 here in the inning. That is in the air to center field. Hit fairly well, but Verkey has it measured. He drifts over a few steps into right center and puts it away to retire Barnacle. And post 2 is retired. They do add 2 more runs on the Kozadowski home run. 2 runs, 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 left on. As we are through 4, new scores 8-0 post 2. State Class AA Legion Baseball Tournament continues after this from Jack Williams Stadium.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Nothing. The lead is through 4. It means it's infield prep here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Is Jamestown has not mustered up a whole lot so far against Wyatt Kozadowski, who has pitched now 9 shutout innings against Jamestown of the season. Just 3 hits surrendered in 9 innings of work, and he has fanned 13 batters in those 9 innings. He'll face the bottom third of the Eagles' order, starting with Jackson Colpin, the designated hitter. Struck out of the second. As Kozadowski, first pitch to him is off the plate, ball 1. So 1 hit allowed and a 2-run homer. All in a night's work for one Wyatt Kozadowski is now 2-0 the count. Started the inning at 62 pitches. And the 2-0 called strike, 2-1. One coming, and right down the middle again, 2-2. Two breaking pitch, and Colpin able to just fight that one off. It was coming in his hands, but he knew it was going to come back into the plate and is able to fight it off. In the big leagues, the Twins got 2 in the 9th inning to win 3-2 over Kansas City. And a game-winning triple from Royce Lewis. How about that? Back to 500 to the Twins. 2-2. Fastball foul at the plate is got a piece of Schrum and unable to hold it for strike 3. Is that kind of piece of him? And felt at least part of the effects of that. 2-2 is home plate umpire James Carroll doing a little handiwork to give Schrum an extra moment. We'll try it again on 2-2. Popped up foul, and that will reach the seats. Down first base way. Two delivery. Out to short, and played by Ebling. Low throw. She cannot hold it, and Jamestown gets a runner safe at first on the first error of the evening, charge to Fargo post 2. Low throw to that Sheik could not dig out. Ebling will be assessed the error.
Second baseman number 21, Ethan Otley.
And Otley to the plate. Otley struck out in the 3rd. Otley is 0 for 2 against post 2 pitching. And he has nothing of 4 here in the tournament. He shows bunt, pulls back. That might have been more for show than anything in ball 1. It does draw Caden Nelson in on the infield grass at third base. 1-0. He will bunt. Trying to push it up the first base line and foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's there where Otley's kind of taught, let the ball come to the bat. He was just trying to kind of redirect that down the first base line. That's hard to do. 1-1 the count. Nelson comes into the grass at third. They will hold on with the runner at first. Runner is going. Throw down to second there. And he's out. Strike makes it 1-2. Throw on a quick hop to Ebling, who puts the tag on, and there is caught stealing. 2-6. Base runner zapped off the bases. And 1 ball, 2 strikes to Otley. And the delivery is off the plate, 1-0. Here's the 2-2, misses low and away, and string is out now, 3-2. Three-two delivery, swing out to short. Another chance. Ebling has been busy. That one handled cleanly. There is 2 down. That'll bring up Rhodey. It's Kozadowski. 76 pitches through 4 2/3 as Hudson Rhodey a fly to center in his first at bat. 1 for 4 here at State. Gunnar Lindstedt comes out for a visit. Pitching coach of Fargo post 2 as this might be it. Maybe for Kozadowski, we'll see, as that is going to be the case. So 4 2/3 for Kozadowski, and the pitcher on here. 76, so he'll need 3 days of rest, so he could potentially come back on Saturday. And Beckett Gigstead will make his second appearance against Jamestown, and he will get a clean start here. 2 out in the top of the 5th. Pitching change, break of the action. We'll get you Kozadowski's line when we come back. Pitching change, 2 out, top of the 5th. It's an 8-0 post 2 lead. We're back with more after this.
The 2026 North Dakota American Legion Baseball Class AA State Tournament is brought to you by All-Terrain Grounds Maintenance, Shields, Essentia Health, Buffalo Wild Wings, Courtyard by Marriott, Herd and Horns Bar and Grill, Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, Quick Star, Luther Family Ford, North Dakota State University, Radisson Blue, University of North Dakota, and Vision Zero.
So Gigstead comes on to pitch. Kozadowski will stay in the game at second base. Barnacle is out, so Gigstead will be in the number 7 spot in the batting order. As the lefty Gigstead, his second appearance against Jamestown, went an inning and 2/3. All 5 outs he recorded back on July 16th were strikeouts. Did not allow a hit. And walked 1. So Kozadowski 4 2/3 innings of work. And did a fine job, as right now in line for the victory is allowed 1 hit. No runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. 76 pitches, 46 strikes. And Hudson Rohde will step in to face Gigstead here with 2 out in the 5th. First pitch, and drops it in for a strike. 0-1. Winners today, day number 2, Grand Forks, Bismarck. Fargo pulls 400 and pulls 2. Trying to put their entry into the winner's circle. Fouled away in 2 strikes here to Rohde, and right now in pretty good control with a comfortable 8-0 lead. 2-strike pitch, and that one misses high and away. Gigstead will be a senior this fall at Davies High School in Fargo. It's a ball and 2 strikes. He works from the third base side of the rubber. Out straight back. Good swing there from Rohde, and 1-2 the count. So you've got Kozadowski available, perhaps. The pitch count getting to 80, and really Kozadowski in 3 days rest could come back potentially for a championship game Saturday. 2-2. But post 2 certainly plenty of arms at their disposal. There's strike 3. Got him looking at the knees. Good sequence of pitches there, and Gigstead fans Rohde. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error. And nobody left us. We are through 4.5 here from Jack Williams Stadium. It is an 8-0 game.
Ted, I noticed that you once played American Legion Junior Baseball. Is that the way you started your baseball career?
Well, it sure was, Jim. I used to play for the DeWitt C. Mitchell, post number 201 in San Diego, California. It was a great break for me, too.
Well, how do you mean that, Ted?
While playing American Legion Baseball, I learned about the value of team play, sportsmanship, and met a lot of fine fellows in the process. Besides that, I learned a lot of baseball through the organized competition that the program affords. I think that every boy in America should play American Legion Junior Baseball if it is at all possible for him to do so.
Thank you, Ted Williams. And here's hoping you keep right on winning batting championships for many years. This is Jim Britt reminding you.
8-0 game as new second baseman in for Jamestown as Colton Gerlach will replace Otley at second base. So Bakken returns for the 5th inning. He has gone an inning and 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 2 runs. Wyatt Kozadowski took him deep. Brander Hilmert will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hilmert, Ebling, and Henry Schrum for post 2. Hilmert is 0 for 2. Up to first at his last at bat. And low for ball 1. Ball 1 the count as post 2 will run in the first on a Nelson sacrifice fly. 5 in the 3rd. RBI hits some Sheik and Barnacle. Part of that 5-run barrage, and Kozadowski launched a 2-run homer to left. 8-0 game, 1-1 the count to Hilmert. And the pitch. There's a strike, 1-2. When it's pitching, they've used a wide variety of guys. We'll see what route they go tomorrow. As Jamestown 2-2 as that one gets away. I'm just looking at some of the numbers. They, of course, used Perkins for an inning last night. Got both Kyler Perkins and Braxton Perkins can throw a little bit. 2-2 the count here. Colpin can pitch some. He started against post 2 in an 11-0 game a couple of weeks ago. He might get the call perhaps tomorrow. Just missing off the outside corner. Pretty good location on that. And it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Those teams in the winner's bracket and post 2 almost there as they have the sizable lead. In the air to shallow right coming on, and he now puts that away. 1 away on the bottom of the 5th inning. And him out in his front foot. Lazy fly ball out. Here's Ebling, 0 for 2. Pop up to first and a fly ball to left. Set and the delivery upstairs for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Ebling, and 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So Jamestown might have to piece it together by committee unless they come up with a sizable rally. We'll come back tomorrow night at 7. Elimination game as they will get Williston or Minot, whoever comes away in game 2 tomorrow. Hit in the air to left, hit well but playable, and back and caught. Fairly deep left field, hauled in there by Perkins for the second out.
Catcher number 12, Henry Schrum.
We'll bring up Schrum, top of the order here now for post 2. Schrum has doubled, walked, and popped to second. As Bakken delivers low, and really at this stage of the game, I think for Jamestown, ideally you'd like to have Bakken, who started the inning at 35 pitches, and number 45 right now, so I'd like to maybe just get him. Don't have to use another arm tonight. Just trying to just kind of ride him to the finish. Popped up here and should have a 1-2-3 inning. Drifting out is Gerlach. Oh, the second baseman dropped the ball. Schrum will reach on error number 5 of the night for Jamestown. As Gerlach, who entered the game, Kellen Doherty will run at first for post 2s. Going to look at Kellen. He'll take over and run for Schrum. And that'll bring up Hunter Geary. 1 for 3, singled. He was on board for Kozadowski's home run in the 4th. So third out that could have been recorded is not. So inning continues. Geary to the plate. Post 2 can strike once more. And ball 1. Bakken hasn't pitched in at least a couple of weeks, and the situation where down a sizable amount, again, you just want to see if he can piece together some good at-bats, get some outs. Fly ball here into right center field. Gerlach out, hustling over into right, and a nice running catch by Nino, and that puts an end to the bottom of the 5th inning. Lazy fly ball out, no runs, hits. In that bottom of the 5th inning, there was 1 error and 1 left on. As we are through 5 innings of play from Jack Williams Stadium, State Class AA Legion Baseball Tournament. Post 2 leads 8-0.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Can you hear it? It's heritage. Can you feel it? It's transformation. Can you see it? It's a new kind of horizon. Your brightest moment is right now. North Dakota State University. See how far your horizons will go.
8-0 game. Gigstad will come out for the 6th. That's good. We had a purse report brought up here to the press box, and we got it back to its rightful owner. The owner described it accurately and got to take it back home as a prize.
Now hitting for Jamestown, number 23, Nolan Malding.
Nolan Malding will hit, and he will hit for Braxton Perkins as it is the top of the order. Malding was used as a runner last night. Actually did score a couple of runs. Was used as a courtesy runner, and will grab a bat and hit. As it'll be Malding, Gaynor, and Nenow, scheduled hitters. As we head to the top of the 6th. Gigstad, who struck out Rhodey to end the 5th. And ball 1 here. And the pitch out of the way is bouncing ball out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and Kozadowski throws him out. And there's 1 away. So Malding wasting no time as he put it in play. 1 away. I'll bring up Gaynor. Gaynor hit by a pitch and walked. So Gaynor been one of the tougher outs in the lineup here for Jamestown, reaching base 3 times last night and twice so far this evening. Really the only, let's say, kind of a semi-serious threat came in the 3rd inning. Called strike as Jamestown with an infield hit from Perkins, and Gaynor's walk had down 1-0, 2 on and 2 out, but Nino soft line drive to short, popped up here. That'll carry out into medium deep center field for Geary, who makes the one-handed catch. And 2 up, 2 down here as Gigstad has come in and thrown strikes. 2 away here in the 6th for a pinch hitter coming.
Jamestown, number 15,
Cody Bush will hit for Neenah. Bush was 0 for 3 last night. He started as the designated hitter and then pitched 6 shutout innings, helping the Eagles to the play-in / first round win over Dickinson. At the plate, he was 0 for 3 and walked a pair of times. First pitch from Gigstad, low and away, ball 1. The air fouled on the right field line. Actually, that'll land up in the seats first base way. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Gigstad rocks and fires on 1-1, dribbled wide of third and foul. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the pinch hitter Bush. Bush 0 for 3 against Pulse 2 pitching during the regular season. Down to the count at 1-2. Short step back. Gigstad rocks and fires. That misses away. And the count now 2-2. Payoff pitch. Fastball struck him out. Or no, foul at the plate. As Schrum got a piece of it. Couldn't squeeze it for strike 3. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch, fouled straight back, and still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. That's pulled to left towards the corner and foul. Got out ahead of that one and able to make it to the left field corner. And still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch again, foul at the plate, and I think Bush is not getting cheated at all as he had some pretty good swings here against the lefty Gigstad. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch, left center field. Over in the gap and hauled in. Brander Hilmert ranging over, makes the catch in a 1-2-3 inning as Gigstad has retired all 4 that he has faced. Nothing across in the top of the 6th. It remains an 8-0 post 2 lead. We're back in just a moment.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Gear up out for Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb. Now through August 16th, play each day for free in your Quick Rewards app and score bonus plays with every eligible item you grab. Every day, someone's cashing in. So open the app and get climbing. Win big with Quick Star's Mountain Dew Quick Climb.
Pair of pinch hitters will have corresponding defensive changes as Maulding stays in the game in left field. Say hello to him over there and say hello to Bush in right field as Wyatt Kozadowski will face the righty Bakken, who is chewed up 2 2/3 innings of relief work. 3 hits, 2 runs as Kozadowski took him deep with a 2-run blast to left field in his last at bat. He yanks one to left here towards the corner, and it is a fair ball. Up against the fence is Kozadowski. A little stop and go move. Throw goes wide past second base, and Kozadowski will end up with a double. Got yanked towards the corner. The throw to second. Kozadowski initially took a little stop and go route between first and second. The throw got away from the second baseman Gerlach, which allowed Kozadowski unimpeded to second base. So Wyatt has a double to his totals tonight, as and we'll bring up Caden Nelson. So Kozadowski, 5 hits, 3 for extra bases against Jamestown so far in the season. Nelson reached on an error in his last plate appearance. 8 hits for post 2 tonight. And strike 1. Nelson 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly back of the first inning. Check of the runner as Gerlach will keep an eye on Kozadowski, and swing and a miss. And strike 2. Check of the runner. Couple of long glances to second base, and Nelson out on 3 pitches. Swing and a miss, and there's out number 1. Bakken's first strikeout of the night. That is just the second for Jamestown pitching. And that'll bring up Carson Cheek. Cheek has walked, singled home 2 as part of that 5-run third inning, and popped out to short. So 1 for 2 night for him. Productive night as the 5-run third inning really changed the look in the course of this game tonight. Really busting things open. The delivery down low, ball 1. Bismarck awaits the winner, is supposed to split with the Governors earlier in the season. Right now, as it stands, Jamestown could get Williston with a split with, or perhaps Minot. Yeah, that'll be game 2 tomorrow, is almost approaching only 11 hours of baseball here in the first full day of this AA state tournament. Low for ball 2, 2-0 here to Sheik with Jack Joyce on deck. Sheik was a Fargo South grad, part of that state high school championship team. Bruins won it up in Minot this past spring. Very integral part of that, as was Caden Nelson, 2-0. Popped up. Chasing is Weber, and that will land up with the seats, and it's a 2-1 count. Pace is slowed down here with base runners on as Bakken deals. Swing and a miss. Ball will get away, and good read. Kozadowski will reach third base. So 2-2 the count. And again, just a situation. It's a little thing, but an extra 90 feet, less than 2 outs, and something where Post 2 thrives. Situational hitting like this, and infield will play back at this point at 8-0. They're content to swap a run for an out. Left center field into the gap, and diving Verkey can't get it. Ball gets by him. A run will score as Sheik has himself an RBI single to make it 9-0. Good hustle by Verkey. And a goal all out on the dive and just out of his reach. So Sheik knocks in his third run of the game. And he's the potential game-ending run at first. Jack Joyce, 2 singles and 3 trips tonight. And he will come up here with 1 out in the last of the 6th. Go to first, and really hadn't got into much of a lead yet was Sheik, and back in there. Right around the 2-hour mark in this game is, I think everything has gone not 2 hours, very close to it. The pitch is outside. I believe game 1 was under 2 with Grand Forks earlier today as the 6-seeded Grand Forks squad beat Mandan by a final of 6-2. Impressive win for the Grand Forks Royals. 6-2 victory. 4 runs in the first inning. Held up, able to add on late. That one gets away from Weber as that slipped through the 5-hole as Sheik to second and took a big turn around to see if he could maybe perhaps draw a throw, and he'll get to second base. 6-2 win for Grand Forks early on. Impressive pitching performance for Alex Seaver. Complete game win, didn't walk a batter. 7 strikeouts, 98 pitches, 4 in the first inning. Also knocked in a pair of runs at the plate. And started play today. 6 seed beating a 3 and those 400 stars as a 7. Defeating West Fargo. Fouled away. And 2-1. Fine pitching performance from Alex Christofferson. Some early runs. And added a home run solo shot from Gus Wermeyer. A 4-1 victory. So, either the 6 or the 7 seed, whoever wins that game Thursday, will be stay in the winner's bracket for the Friday afternoon tilt. 2-1. Trying to wait back at an off-speed delivery, and Joyce is swinging a miss. And Bakken's not throwing terribly hard, and you have to, as a hitter, stay patient, not get that weight out early out in your front half. 2-2. Time called as ready to deliver to the plate, but apparently time had been called as he stopped in his motion. And will reset. And it really has slowed down a bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The delivery, flip foul out of play. And still 2-2. Walking over 60 pitches now in his relief outing. 3 full innings of work. Replacing starter Miller, 2-2. And a foul ball again. Good plate appearance. Keeping the at-bat alive, still 2-2. Joyce a 2-hit night as Kozadowski also a pair of hits. Swung on and foul at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 9 hits for post 2 as Kozadowski 2, both extra base hits. Sheik 2, 3 runs batted in, and Joyce adding a pair of singles as well from the left side for the top seed and host. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Hit in the air to right. Hit fairly well deep. It will send the right fielder Bush back. It is up against the fence in right field. Rounding third, coming in to score will be Sheik, and that will end this one here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Third hit for Joyce, and a run-producing double, and that will finish it in the 6th inning. So Kozadowski and Gigstead combined in a one-hitter through 6 innings of work, and that will finish it up as final score in this one, a 10-0 win for Fargo Post 2. So Post 2 will face the Bismarck Governors. Game 2 on Thursday, a winner's bracket game at 1:30, and that will put Jamestown in an elimination game tomorrow. Tomorrow night at 7, final game of the night. They will face the winner of Williston and Minot. We'll take one final pause, come back here and put the wraps on this one. 10-0. Post 2 takes care of Jamestown tonight. We'll finish it up in a moment.
A few years ago, my hip was getting to the point where it was affecting my life.
When I met you in the office, you listened to what I had to say.
My goal is to teach patients about their diagnosis, explain the treatment options so that they can make the decision that is best for them. And then I want to get to know them, know their symptoms, and know how their symptoms are affecting their quality of life. Because we don't just treat what an x-ray tells us, we treat their symptoms.
I was so impressed with Dr. Lindemeyer that now Essentia is my first choice.
Every day, we work together as a team. It's not just mowing your lawn. We provide full-service property maintenance. Our educated, exceptional team of ISA-certified arborists and master gardeners know what your landscape needs, improving your curb appeal with skilled care. For any landscape, home or business, we go above and beyond because it's a job we truly love to do. Get the most out of your lawn with All Terrain, your local lawn care leader. Call today.
Post 2 finishing a pair of runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. They win it 10-0. 10 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for top-seeded Post 2. Jamestown, no runs, 1 hit, just an infield single from Perkins. 5 runners left on. Wyatt Kozadowski had himself a night. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 1 hit. Shutout baseball, walked 1, struck out 4. At the plate, he had a double to 2-run home run. Back at Gigstead, retired all four batters that he faced in an inning and a third, and finishing things up and looking sharp in the process for Post 2. Losing pitcher tonight for Jamestown was Caleb Miller. 2 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 runs total allowed, walked 3, and struck out 1. As Cale Bakken, 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 1 strikeout, finished with 65 pitches and 40 strikes. Kozanowski, 76 pitches, 47 strikes, and Gigstead, very efficient, 19 pitches to set 4 batters down and 14 strikes that he tossed. Those two grabbed the lead in the bottom of the first inning on a sacrifice fly from Caden Nelson as a double from Schrum, and Kozanowski reaching out an error. Got some base runners out there early on. Sacrifice fly made it 1-0. They added 5 more in the bottom of the third inning as a couple of walks. Schrum led off with a walk. 2 batters later, a walk to Kozanowski. Nelson reached out an error. Carson Cheek, a 2-run single. Jack Joyce, a single. Runner scoring on an error and a Tate Barnacle single. The highlights in that 5-run third inning. Kozanowski, a laser 2-run home run to straightaway left, made it 8-0, and a pair of RBI hits in the 6th. Carson Cheek, a run-producing single, and Jack Joyce yanking a double over the head of the right fielder Bush. And that scored Carson Cheek to end this game in the 6th inning. It's been our first game that did not go the full 7, as opposed to able to put the run rule in effect and win this one by a final score of 10-0. So let's go to the winners bracket right now. There we are. So you can put Post 2 into Game 12 with Bismarck. So they will play Thursday afternoon in Game 2 as Post 400 in Grand Forks will be the first game on Thursday, as both Grand Forks and Post 400 with wins today. Grand Forks 6-2 over Mandan, and the Stars a 4-1 win with an upset over West Fargo. And meantime, let's go to the losers bracket as you can pencil Jamestown in Game 10. As you see, Williston and Minot will be Game 2. Dickinson and Mandan will be an elimination game first off at 11 a.m. tomorrow. West Fargo awaits the winner of that game in Game 3 around 4:30. So let's look at the bracket, winner's bracket, and then on the loser outside as well. So that'll do it here. 4 games tomorrow, and it will be elimination games throughout, with Dickinson facing Mandan at 11. Game 2 to follow, Williston and Minot. 4:30, it'll be the Dickinson-Mandan winner against West Fargo. And Jamestown gets the Minot-Williston winner in the late show scheduled for approximately 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Appreciate you tuning in throughout the day. More of the state Class AA American Legion Baseball Tournament continues tomorrow from Jack Williams Stadium. 10-0 Post 2 the win.